Alright, and we are live. Hello guys, Smithy here. Today is going to be a very short stream, a very much asked stream about how do I build my PvP gear. I was thinking that this is actually an easy task for you, but after trying to make the content for this stream or for this video, I realized that it's actually not such an easy task, because you have to understand better how to get more HP, what stats to get, where do you get them, how to get best of them. So that stream will be talking about what stats are needed, how to get them, where to get them, and how to max them. Okay, so without further ado, let's not lose time and begin. First of all, what is PvP gear about? PvP gear is mostly serve to boost your maximum HP, boost your maximum substats, your PvP stats, everything that is not about CP. Because as all of you know, for example, Arena isn't affected by CP. It's only affected by your substats. So every time you enter Arena, no matter how much CP you have, you will be matched with very similar CP players, and you will both have the same CP. So it's mostly, this video is mostly for Arena PvP, but let's not forget about other stuff. For example, Battlefield of the Sun or Ramones, where stats are also somehow balanced. And let's not forget about ranked PvP as well. For example, when you go ranked PvP and you know you will be balanced, for example, you have 20k CP, and you know that in order to get to rank Diamond or Master, you will have to face high CP opponents, and you will get balanced with them with 500 CP difference. So what you will gonna do, you'll just equip this full HP gear and full PvP stats, full stats gear, and like this you will be able to balance somehow the PvP difference, the CP difference that you have between the other players. So that's a good guide for those who are lower CP and wants to go and play more fair. Let's say it's more fair in ranked PvP or arena PvP or Ramones PvP. Any PvP is allowed. So let's begin with the stats. So what is needed? We need, first of all, it's HP. The more HP you have, the better for you. The more you can survive, the more you can take damage. So it's a nice thing to have. So HP. Second is PvP damage and PvP resistance. You can find these stats here in your bonus effects. As you can see, at this point I have 28% of PvP damage dealt and minus 33% damage received. Why the stat is so high is because Berserker has this buff with 7% PvP damage and 20% PvP damage reduction, but normally this stat is much lower. So that's what you're going to want to get more stats for your arena. Okay, next is critical damage. Of course, you need your critical damage always maxed in any situation, and since you will be using your alchemy stone, as you can see, your victory alchemy stone, you will need to maximize your critical damage without the sushi. Yeah. Then you need critical rate, of course, attack speed, of course, movement speed, of course, and your branches. So these are all your substats and all your stats that are needed for your PvP gear. Now let's try to understand where do you get these stats from. So first of all, HP, you can get it from crystals. You can get either red crystals, which goes up to 300 HP each, or you can get them from orange crystal that goes up to 255 HP each. I know red crystals are mostly used to boost your CP to craft pink crystals, so if you have lots of red crystals and you want to go full madman in HP, then you can get yourself some red crystals and put them in your gear. But if no, you can get some orange HP crystals with maximum stats, like for example I used for my offhand 255, and you will still be fine. Okay, Next, what we have is light stones. Light stones are normally used only for your main character, yes, because I don't think you will have ability to equip more light stones for your alts. But for my main character, as you can see, I have 2 stones with 550 HP each. Pink light stones, of course, you need maximum HP light stones. Doesn't matter how much CP or attack it gives, just you need maximum HP. And on the other hand, I have critical damage ones in order to boost my my substats when I equip my PvP stone. Yeah. Now for the alts, if you want to go madman for the alts, you can equip on alts as well HP stones. If not, it's all about you, but it's mostly for your main character. You will need such page of light stones. Let me show you once again. You will need such page of light stone with 40% critical damage and 1100 HP. That's a good light stone, let's say, gearing for your main character. This will be used normally for Ramones or for some arena, for other stuff, so it's a good thing to have. Let's continue with our accessories and pets. As you can see in my Excel, I made accessories and pets as red, because accessories, normally all of them beginning with rank red, with red rank, you will receive 600 HP each. So it's not something you will need to go so much for it, but accessories gives HP, and you will need rank red or higher, because orange gives only 300. So make sure to get some red accessories just for your PvP gear. Then what else is left? Then the last thing left for your HP is of course enchantment. So here you can enchant your offhand. As you can see, your offhand can be enchanted with HP. Then your helm, here I have attack speed as well, and your gloves as well, you can go for HP. And also in the end you can put some HP in your ring and in your belt. So those, as you can see in my Excel, you can put in offhand, helm, gloves, ring and belt. And also, yes, that's it, that's all. So you can put enchantments on this particular pieces of gear in order to boost your HP to the limits. Yeah. Now let's go for the PvP stats. What stuff gives PvP damage and PvP resistance is of course our Savage Stone of Victory. Make sure to use always that stone, because it's the best for the PvP stats. You don't go for the one that gives 30% or the ones that gives minus 30%. Those aren't good. So Stone of Victory all the way. Next thing which gives PvP stats are our glyphs. So for your alts, if you are normally PvPing with your alts, you either use your main character glyphs or relics with the glyphs, either you can make yourself just yellow orange glyphs with more than 5 or 0.4% PvP damage dealt with, which will be pretty good for your alts as well. As you can see, maybe those that are for alts are even better than my main ones, because I have some 0.4 here, 0.5, while my twins ones has more stats. So as you can see, 0.4 maybe are similar, but anyway. So glyphs are the second source of the PvP damage. Then you have your pets. Make sure you will have 3 pets that will be just for PvP. As you can see, I'm not even leveling them up in here. Just you need them tier 6 or more just for PvP. So maximum PvP damage stat will give you the best results. And if you will have 3 of them tier 6, you will also receive a bonus of PvP damage resistance. At last, what we have is your runes. Rune of War will give you beginning from 1.5% damage dealt, or can do up to 5% damage dealt with the pink rune. So whatever rune you have, it's also a good thing, good boost for your PvP damage. And at last, of course, don't forget about your totem. Unity totem will give up to 2% it's +7, 2% damage dealt, which is also nice. So the more you boost your PvP damage, the better for you. With all this said, you can get up to 50% damage, PvP damage, without needing even a buff, because better glyph, better pets, better rune and better totem, higher enchanted, will give you more stats. So up to 50% PvP damage, and as soon as you hit your threshold of 50%, which I don't have now, will be great for you. Same with PvP damage resistance. Pets will also give some like poor bonus of PvP damage resistance. Also the rune of volition will give you up to 5%, and the totem once again will give you up to 2 or more percent of damage reduction. So make sure to maximize all those stuff in your PvP gear. Next are going to be our substats, which are basically easy to go for. Because first of all is crit damage. Crit damage, if you don't have your sushi that gives plus 50%, and since you will be using your Stone of Victory, you will have to boost somehow your critical damage. So let's see. The only thing that gives critical damage is of course enchanting, and you will be enchanting what? You will be enchanting your main weapon. It can go up to orange one, can go up to 5%, I believe, but you should go for around 4+, so 4+ critical damage should be fine. Your chests will also give critical damage. Also, one thing to notice is you don't need to go just for orange gear. I got for orange gear because I have my red crystals here, but you can go for pink ones if you want to do so. So it doesn't matter that CP, you just need the slots, and that's it. Then we have necklace with critical damage as well, as you can see. Also 4.4 and more than this will be fine. Then your earring, also 4.4 and more. Your bracelet, 4.4 and more. Here I have 4.1, but I have 6.2, which is the maximum for the red accessories. And of course, at last, the totem. Totem can go up to 8% of critical damage. So all in all, doing all these enchants, you need to go up to 50% critical damage, because you from the beginning you have 165 critical damage. With all these substats, with all these enchants, you will be able to go up to 215% critical damage, and you will be fine without even needing a light stone or an alchemy stone to boost your critical damage. Okay. Continuing, critical rate, the easiest stat to get, because you can just equip your gears and you will be full. So what we have here, your main hand gives 5%, your offhand gives 3, your helm gives 4 just from the base stat, accessories will give 15%, passive is 5, and the base critical rate is 5. So all this will give you 37% of critical rate, so you don't have to bother with the critical rate anymore. Attack speed is a little bit tricky, because attack speed can be debuffed, for example, in arena. And here we have 4% for the gloves, 12.5 for the accessories, and 5 for the passive. All that gives you 21.5% attack speed. But if you feel like that most of times you are getting CC'd and you are getting attack speed slowed by other classes, then you could go for overcap attack speed. For example, you can go overcap on the gloves, on enchant of the gloves. You can go overcap on the enchant of the helm, of the ring, and I think of the belt. But one thing I was thinking about, you can go overcap and you won't be affected by the debuffs. But do you need it? I don't think so, because arena PvP is normally everything about combo. Yeah, you will combo your enemy, you will get in combo with the enemy, you will stun lock, you will do damage, and that's it. You don't really need that super attack speed like you need, for example, in Ramones or in Open Field or in Battlefield of the Sun. But if you are very low CP and you are thinking of using this HP PvP, let's say, gear for other stuff like Ramones and Battlefield of the Sun, then you might go for overcap attack speed, just to be sure that your attack speed won't won't get affected as soon as you get CC or debuffed, okay? And the same is going for the movement speed. Movement speed is even worse for open field, because here you will have to be sure that you will move as fast as possible. For arena, that's not that necessary, because arena is once again is all about CCing and doing the combo, but still you have ability to boost your movement speed with other stuff. So boots gives 4% movement speed, enchant of the boots gives also movement speed, enchant of your chest will give you movement speed, that is kind of necessary, and the passive gives 5%. And if you feel like you need that movement speed, you need like lots of overcap movement speed, the only thing you can do about it is just enchant your totem with movement speed. That's the only thing you can do. Else it's nothing else can boost your movement speed more. The only thing is putting some more movement speed crystals if you really need so, but I don't suggest you do so, because at least for me, I'm using the PvP gear just for arena. And at last is of course branches. Branches are easy to get. You have you have a possibility to put yourself 18 crystals. That will be around 90 plus branches percentage of them all. Then you have accessory resonance that can go from 2% to 10% for each branch, as you can see, and CP bonus effect, which is 10% each. And you have 2 relics to boost 25 and 25% of 2 of your branches. So all you have to do is you need to know first what kind of relics do you have. As you can see, my PvP relics are Ahib and Labrive. So from the start I have 35% Ahib and 35% Labrive. So all I have to do is just to insert crystals that will boost all three branches, which is AL, Labrive and Ahib, to the maximum. And that's easy to do because you have around 180% of branches to distribute between, or 170 to distribute between them all. So you just need maximum AL, maximum Labrive, maximum Ahib. It's easy to do with triple slots. And that's pretty much it for the PvP gear. So all in all, right now I'm in Banquet. I don't know if I will be able to equip my PvP gear here, but let's do a really fast try. Hopefully I won't die here on the mobs, and I will show you how much HP you can get, how much stats you can get by equipping all this gear. I think I don't need my accessories because I have critical damage at maximum, and let's equip my PvP pets and PvP lightstones. And now let's check it out. So normally I had 22k HP with my simple gear. Now with my PvP gear, what do I have here is 27.8 thousand HP. So I boosted my HP by 5,000, 6,000 HP, which is super good. And for some classes it's even better. As you can see, I have maximum critical chance, maximum critical damage, maximum attack speed and maximum movement speed, and I have to equip my Labrive relic to boost my stats. So as you can see, my substats are max, my HP is at very high boost, yeah, 28k, it's lots of HP, and at last my PvP stats now are almost maxed. As you can see, my PvP stats are 50 by 49, so maximum PvP stats, maximum HP possible, maximum branches, maximum substats. That's how should look a PvP gear. Lots of HP, maximum stats and maximum PvP stats. That's the best you can get for now. And I think that was basically it that I wanted to show you about PvP gear. Now we have 5 minutes to make a Q&A about the PvP gear, and then we will be finishing this video in order to not complex it too much. Let me equip it back again to not die, and my PvE stone. Okay, let's see. Tier list rank when? Very soon, guys. I will most likely do some streams with the last character remaining, which will be Lotus, which will be Lan, I guess. No, Lan I won't do. for now. Land has a buff. What else is left? And maybe I will do some Korean classes review as well on Korea. And after all this done, next week I will for sure release a a top classes list tier, as you like it to always to be. So don't worry, before your tokens will disappear, before your this stuff will disappear. As you can see, your class exchange abilities will disappear only in October. So before October I will for sure release a tier list. Don't worry, just give me some more time to make some more tests. It's almost done, everything. As you can see here, I can show you just a little bit of what I am working. So as you can see, I have lots and lots of numbers. I'm working on it already. Everything is basically done. My PvP, my damage stats are all done. Now I need to test some farming. I need to put some rankings for the new classes, for the all classes, just to re-rank them, and everything will be ready very soon, guys. Don't worry about it. PvP gear. Okay. So let's see. So is CP less than HP? For Arena, yes. When you are low CP and you go ranked, you will get balanced with the CP. So if you are lower, you need more HP in order to survive. That's why this PvP gear will help you a lot in ranked PvP if you are low CP and you are always getting matched against higher CP players. Okay, are you going to change to other class soon? I don't think so. Berserker is still a good class. How is your HP so high? Christian D, you can check the whole video from the beginning. That will be available on the channel, and you will understand how is my CP so high. This is what I was explaining this whole stream. So with PvP gear, do you fight in bots and guild wars too? Well, not really. My CP is quite high. I'm still in top 100, top 120. So I have lots of CP, so I can fight in my Battlefield of the Sun with my full CP. But if you can't afford to be like 28k, 29k CP, and you're like 20k, and you need to at least survive more, or at least have more possibilities to have more fun of the content, of the PvP content, then HP stuff will help you a bunch, because all the arenas are kind of balanced, like ranked, Ramones, Battlefield of the Sun, and so on. What Berserker costume is that? That's the simple costume, Cantabile. I bought it from the shop a few weeks ago. Can you do a Lancer review on Korean? I will do for sure. I don't think I have a Lancer, so maybe a Lancer we will have to wait till it's released in global. Thanks for the stream. I was trying to make PvP gear as well. Will help a lot now. Yes, I hope all that stream will help you now understand how PvP gear works, and now you will understand how some people in arena just don't die, they just have so much HP, so much damage. Now if you will do the same steps that I showed here on the stream, you will be able to give them a good match. Zach dude, hello Zergens, could make a short video of this live, just summary. Well, it couldn't be shorter than this, guys. So it's like 20 minutes of the stream. You can just recheck it. It's 15 minutes of explanation. Don't worry, you won't lose too much time. Is deck sushi better or PvP stone still better? PvP stone will be still better because it has higher PvP stats. I can't stream more because it's kind of late. I have other stuff to do. I will for sure do a stream tomorrow of Lotus, guys. Don't worry about it. I will still stream every day. Today I'm kind of tired and I have to go, so I just did this video because many of you asked for the PvP gear. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Hope this will help you understand how people have so much damage in arena, how to equip your character just for the arena, because that's a very different type of content. It's not about CP, it's about substats. I was always trying to explain that, but here finally I did add a big explanation of everything, how it works. with the screens and all that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and see ya next time. Tomorrow, don't forget stream of the Lotus. We will be PvPing, doing infinity combos, and doing lots of reviews of the classes. See ya. Bye bye.